Well, my friends, I am back. I'm Jay, and this is Jay's Knit and Purl Jam. And guess what? Guess what? I can feel the fall in the air. Oh my gosh, the difference between the night air and the day air is just wonderful. It cools down at night. Still a little hot in the day, but it cools down at night. And of course, I already started that. That's my first sign that I know it's fall. Fall allergies. Well, my friends, how are you? I have enjoyed your company all summer long. For all of you that were with me for summer school for stitching, well, what do you think? Did you have fun? Did you enjoy the stitches and the projects? I hope you did, because I had a wonderful time coming up with different ideas. And so that's why tonight I thought, well, this is just a little preview. Wait till you see what Jay, don't tell. This is just a little preview, and to wish each and every one happy autumn, happy fall, and just hope that it's great wherever you are, in spite of natural things that are going on. Well, as you can see, because I can't stand the lights too long, but I have a lot to kind of show you tonight. I'm just showing you. I'm going to show you different things. And then the next video that will come after this, we will actually start some of the work. But as you can see, hopefully you can, I have on, well, just a little bit sidebar, okay? Just a little sidebar. When I started summer school for stitching, you know, as we worked our way through July, and of course we got to August, then they started advertising for the U.S. Open. You know, I used to be a big tennis fan back when the sisters were playing. But as they kind of trailed off and got into their own life, and now they've become two beautiful women, you know, I got into my life and into my, videos and stuff, and I hadn't watched tennis in a long time. Well, there's some up-and-coming stars, and a few of the old ones that are still left. I couldn't believe Victoria Azarenka, a girl is still looking great, still playing great tennis. I couldn't believe it. And Carolina Wozniacki, she's still out there. They've gone, had children, and have come back. But anyway, it was good to see a few, some of the older faces, and a lot of new faces. But like I said, I just wanted to watch a little bit of it. But while I was watching, ding ding ding, I saw a commercial, and the commercial featured Madison Keys. She's kind of an old school tennis, she's been there a while, and she's done great work. But in this commercial, she had on something that reminded me of something that I made years ago. Now, they call them sweater shawls. I believe a lot of, when you buy them out of the store, when they're made out of material, I think they're called like sweater shawls. But do you remember when I had my tennis fan sweaters? Oh, I hope you do. And of course, I had to go back just to remind myself, because I kept saying, boy, that looks so good, and that's so familiar. And so I went back into my own catalog of designs here on my YouTube channel. And I found my tennis fan sweater that I had made as an ode or a compliment to the Williams sisters, Venus and Serena. And I thought, you know what? How about if I take my design and do a fluffy upgrade? Oh, a fluffy upgrade. Maybe just look at it, look at the numbers, look at some new designs, look at some even nicer stitches now that, I'm working faster and working off charts. And so tonight, I want to give you a preview for the fall, and for probably the rest of the, pretty much a lot of the projects I'll be doing throughout the year, because I find it so easy to knit and a lot faster, but you get a nice result. Any size. I'm calling it, this is Jay's Knit. It's the Faux Swag Sweater Collection. The Faux Swag. The swag is in the back, and I'll show you that in just shortly. The Faux Swag Sweater. And like I said, I have made quite a few just to kind of see how the numbers, how I could change the numbers, you know, raise them up just a little bit. Just, like I said, a fluffy upgrade. And to try new stitches too. So, what do you think of that? Now, I'm wearing one. And this is just one I did out of scrap. This was like a prototype. And even it turned out great. The whole idea of it is to have a sweater look in the back. But yet, as it comes across, it's not a full sweater. So it's not going to take you but near the time to knit. Then you have these little faux sleeves that come down in the front. And this makes the beautiful little tie that you can wear. Now, I don't have a mirror in front of me. Let's see, can I tie it again? If I had a mirror, I didn't think to get a mirror in front of me. Okay, what do you think? It still has the overhang. I wanted an overhang. The ones I used to make when I was a lot smaller, they were more like, they were real close to the neck, and they didn't overhang. They just came around like a scarf, and you just tied them. And they were short in the back. These are longer. These have the over shawl, kind of like a overhang, like a shawl would have. That gives you the swag for the back. Oh, I can't wait to share. And I can't wait to share with you how easy. I've made several prototypes so I could keep getting rid of stuff that I didn't need, make the pattern or the schematic as simple as possible. And that's what I'll be showing you in the next video, but I'm going to show you samples tonight of Jay's Faux Swag Sweater Collection. So, are you ready? Whew, are you feeling like, yeah, Jay, I need something a little less intricate, something I could still show off my stitch, but I don't have to make a full sweater. And plus, then you don't have to worry so much about the sizing. I give you, my working formula. I worked out at least three separate sizes, just like I always do. But they're pretty close to the sweaters we already have or that you have knitted with me over the years. Just a little upgrade. Just up the numbers just enough to make it. So, I hope you enjoy my preview. I hope you enjoy all the samples I'm going to show you tonight. And even more, I hope you want to knit them. Jay's Faux Swag Sweaters. Look, I'm bringing them to you in living color. So, let's get started. Let me first, after this, I'm going to go ahead and hang some up and do a stand up walking and show you each one. And then I'll go to the counter and show you the ones we're going to actually start on. Oh, Jay has been a busy bee. This girl has been busy. But I enjoyed so much. Again, thank you for coming and taking summer school for stitching with me. And it has just been wonderful. But now it's time to pivot into fall. So let's go, y'all. Let's go and have some fall fun. All right, back in just a moment. Okay, so now I just flip the hanger around on my little stand here. Now I'm going to sit back down and slide back a little bit so that you can see the really pretty little chevron stitch that I added to this one. And this was just some scrap yarn. I had this teal and I had it in 2 shades. And I thought, okay, I don't have enough to make it, to make it all in one color. So I just started out knitting. I cast on, I figured up you know, my working formula, and I cast on and started knitting. And then when I ran to, you know, kind of out, I picked up another color and then knitted for a while, and then I picked up the third color. And all I had to do is when I came over the front, I just went down the front with each faux sleeve. So what do you think of that? Is that pretty? Just an easy chevron stitch to make this sweater. How easy is that? Okay, now let me share with you another one. I have several that I have finished, and that's what I was doing while in between summer school for stitching, when I was doing in between videos. I would think of another stitch or find another chart I wanted to work. All right, back in just a minute. Well, my friends, okay, now here is a second version of the sweaters I was working over the summer, and you know they are Jay's Knit, the Faux Swag Sweater. Now, this is a pretty blue speckle yarn that I bought years ago. I don't know, I have a whole bunch of different colors. What I was going to make, I have no idea, but it turned out for this project to be perfect, because that's what I'm trying to do, is use yarn out of my stash, and hopefully you will do the same. So I'm just giving you a nice little view of this sweater, and then I'll show you the rest that I did not get to. I don't know what made me think I could do it during the summer while I was doing summer school for stitches too, but you know how the mind works. So now, when you look at it from the front, all right, I'm going to stand back just for a second, then I'm going to go a little closer. I'm holding the camera, so bear with me. All right, so now when I get up close, you can see the faux little 1x1 rib sleeve. See, it's not a real sleeve, but it has the appearance. Then you get this pretty little hangover that looks like a shawl when you wear it from the front. See, it's wide enough in the back. Okay, now let me hold the camera. I'll give you some flowers to look at while, or a little something to read while I turn the hanger around. Now I'm going to come back, and this is the back view of that same sweater. And as you can see, the back is more like like the back of a shawl, but the back of a sweater, which is what the whole point is. But where it gets its name is from the pretty flounce. This, look at that, look how pretty that looks, whether it's a lace or whatever. This is the swag, see? This is the swag of the collection, whether it's like this one is a pretty little, I don't know, feather and fan stitch, or peacock stitch, or whether it's a cable or just plain lace with pretty leaves, which is what we're going to do some for the fall. So there it is. I'm just going to back out so it's not too close, and let you get a view of it before I'm going to show you some more, and then we'll go to the counter to see what we're really going to work with for the fall, and I'm going to give you some ideas of the yarn and colors that I use so that you can check your stash as well. All right, there's Bird. Are you ready to go? Let me show you the next one. Hold on. All right, so now here is prototype number 3, and it's the same kind of speckle yarn, but in a beautiful green that I thought, well, I don't even know why I bought it at the time. I've had it so long. You know, you out of sight, out of mind. Had no idea why, you know, what I was thinking when I bought it. I'm sure I had an idea of a project in mind, but such is life. But here it is with a beautiful lace, beautiful swag in the back with the faux sleeves in front, and I did the rib sleeve. Now let's see if I can hold this and turn it without having to turn the camera off. Okay, let's see, can I put this up out of the way here? Okay, let's so I can show you the pretty lace, the swag that's in the back. It's a beautiful leaf design. Can you see that? Can you see that pretty lace design? Now you back up a little bit slowly, Jay, and get the full back. Okay, look at that. What do you think? Think you might enjoy making some of these? Less yarn, less time, less money. Woo, that's a winner. For you and for your pocketbook. All right, let me show you another one. Back in just a minute. Well, here's one that I started, and I like it. I just like the color of the yarn. It reminded me of fall. It's not a beige. It has a little touch of pink into it, beigey pink. So I thought, well, why not? So look at that one. Look how pretty it looks. I'll come over here so you can see it. Get a close-up. There are the pretty faux ties. That's going to save time and money. Now I'm going to see if I can flip it over so that you can see the swag, so that I don't have to turn anything off. Okay. Oh, look at the swag in the back. Let's see, can I get it just right? All right, here's the back of this one. Look, it has a beautiful faux cable. I didn't even put a real cable. I just thought, let me try this simple faux cable stitch that I found in a cute chart. It's real simple, even simple enough for a beginner or, you know, newbie knitter. Look at that. Let me get a little closer. And it has the simple edge. I'm going to share with you, give you all the details when we go to the counter. Is that pretty? I really like this one. It's kind of a champagne. It came to me like a champagne color. Look at that. There's the overhang that comes around your shoulder that kind of embraces your shoulder like a shawl. Okay. Sorry about the scribbling on my feet. I'm on my carpet. Whew. But there it is. So now, these are just the prototypes that I worked up during the summer. Now I'm going to take you to the counter and actually show you the start and some of the stitches that are already in progress for fall, starting in the next video. So I want you to be able to go through your stash, take a look at what I'm doing, and see if you can find something that you could work with. Okay, are you ready? All right, back in just a moment, and we'll go to the counter with Bird. Hey, Bird. Bird's excited about the fall, too. All right, back in just a moment. Well, my friends, I'm over at the counter, and now I can kind of share with you the excitement that I think is going to help me, and I hope help you, and give us a chance to sort through and use some of our yarns, because we'll have a little chit chat at the end. But let me just share with you the pictures, or the ones you saw with my first prototypes for the fluffy upgrade, you know, redoing them. Now I see where I need to change, or what I need to add more numbers or whatever. So now here comes the ones that I'm doing, and I'm sharing with you, and I'm going to do tutorials starting, you know, fall. All right, so just looking at just sharing with you some of the yarns that I have in my stash that I just need to get rid of. We're going to talk about yarn at the end, so I'm going to just go through first. So everything about these Jay's faux swag sweaters, you just simply start in the back of the sweater. That way you have access to a lot of stitches where they work really well going up the sweater, but sometimes not always coming when you work top down. So for instance, here's one. Now this one will be somewhere. Maybe I can get this one in around, maybe near the end of October, the middle of October. I say all this and then we're all chasing time. But I want to hold this up so that you can see. Hadn't been blocked or anything, and you can see that I am knitting. These are in progress. I'm working them up to a certain stage so that once I share with you the schematic and the prototype, you know, how to, and the numbers, all I have to do is just have you to work up to our neckline, and that's where we will meet. But I will give you all the instructions, the chart. Here's a beautiful, I call this like, you know, falling leaves. It's autumn, it's fall, so I wanted something like this. What do you think of that one? Isn't that pretty? Now, this yarn is one of those roving type yarns. Whew, I have a lot of it. I don't know why I bought it. I guess because it was pretty. I thought at the time it is pretty, but it is it's something to knit with if you haven't knit with it in a while. But that's the roving style yarn, and I just thought that was real pretty and just perfect for the fall. All right, let me go to the next one. These are ones in progress. All of these I have already knit up so far. This is the actual one you're going to get in the coming up tutorial. This is the one where I'm going to show you and share with you all the little my working formulas, how to start the bottom, how to work up to the neckline. Because once I get this all on video, on on my tutorials, all I have to say is, here's our chart. Let's work the chart. Now you work up to the neckline and wait for me there. Look, working smarter, not harder. You know, there's only so many sweaters I can knit, but these faux sweaters, I'm telling you, it's going to be a lifesaver. Now I'm going to hold this up because I did put a pattern in this one. And I did a ribbing on this one. I'm going to tell you all about all of that part when we do the tutorial. But there is a pretty little simple stitch. And as you can see, this is more like a variegated yarn or a simple self-striping yarn. Don't worry, I'm going to have something for everyone, everywhere, every size, and every pocketbook. Because I just think this is going to be something that you can enjoy, and you can get gratification quicker. What do you think of that color? Isn't that pretty? I hope I'm doing it right in the light. And then the last one I have in this little group, this is the group that we're going to be working. I decided, here's a beautiful kind of a tweed. You know how you have that tweed with little specks? I'll hold this up. Now here's where I put the design, where you'll put the design on each back corner or side, on each side. Now this hasn't been steamed. I guess I should have steamed it so you can see it. But this is more like a beautiful, let me open it out. Can you see that? Feather type design. I did a ribbing here and knitted a few rows, and then I went right into my design, and it's on both edges. Here's the opposite edge, which makes it pretty. You got a clear back, but you got this beautiful, beautiful kind of feather type stitch that will go up and over the shoulders and then stop around your bust line. And then, of course, by then we separated the the two fronts and started down each faux sleeve. But this won't go all the way down the sleeves because we're going to have to do some decreasing, so I will stop it. But isn't that pretty? That is just, I just want to get you see what you thought about the faux swag sweater. For those who just say, Jay, I can't make another long big sweater, or maybe a full sweater. Well, this is the answer. And now, once I move this, we're going to talk about just some general knitting chit-chat that I hope will give you some FYI information. Alright, back in just a moment. Well, my friends, I thought I'd come back so that I could end my fall preview of my faux swag sweater, intro, or, just to let you see and go over some of the yarns that you can look through your stash. This is simply a stash busting project, and we that love yarn, we all have stashes. So I just picked out a few. Like I said, I have a large bedroom, no bed or anything in there, just stacked full of bins. So, and then I keep all my yarn shop yarn, I keep it separate in a different cabinet, different place. But I just wanted to pick out some everyday because I want this to be for everyone, everywhere, every size. And all you need to have is some regular yarn. It could be of the quality you want. It could be high end, it could be middle end, or it could be the budget end. Whatever fits you and what you have in your stash. But I do need for it to be a number gauged for a number 8 needle. Now here's some yarn that I had. I just picked out some. Like I said, I have so much I didn't even know. I got confused just what to bring up here to show you. But I just saw this laying over, and this yarn is probably about 15 years old, and I got bins of it. This is that Luscious Lamb Soft Wool Blend, and it was gauged for a number 8 needle, and it's a medium number 4. So that was right up my alley when this yarn came out. And even though, just like some people that can't have nuts, can't be around nuts, wool just doesn't feel right to me. I'm just one. So I thought, even though this one had 80% acrylic and 20% wool, I thought, well, I'm gonna buy it anyway because it was on sale. But it doesn't feel bad. But just like I said, some people just can't handle it. So, but look at this. I just want to go through real quick. I just got random everyday yarns. This is what this is. An everyday project that will help you stash bust. And I have this in several colors. Now see, I could combine these 3 colors in some way. And just like the first sweater I was wearing, it will make a beautiful, just an array of colors. So if you don't have enough, you need at least 3. I would get at least 4 skeins of anything with at least 200 plus yards in each, just to have it on hand. So if you can look through your stash and you say, oh hey, I don't have 3 or 4 of these, but I have these 3. They will work. Let's see how many yards in here, just so you kind of know what. Oh, this has 308 yards, so 2 or even 3 of these will work just fine out of that group. Okay, let's just move over. Like I said, I just grabbed up yarn. Here's your everyday acrylic. If you just do yarn hauls and you catch all the latest sales because it's fun. I see you. You just go in and they have this. Well, this project is for you. This will make a beautiful. This is close to what we're going to start with. This is a beautiful, just like a variegated or soft striping yarn, just everyday price, just in the middle. I'm going to call it in the middle. It's not high end and it's not just something, but it's in the middle. That would work. So you'd probably need 3 of those. Here's something I just found. I just picked this up. Here's more yarn. This yarn is probably about 15 or 16 years old, and it's called Cheerful by Purl Essence. I have some of this. Remember I said that if we were going to use some, some of this yarn that normally just doesn't get used. We buy it because it's pretty, but normally it stays in the background, or we just don't do it. Novelty type yarn. So if you had some of that, and if I only had one, I think I have a few more skeins of this, but if I only had one, then what I would do is find a color, maybe a brown, and mix this with a brown. Try to find something of the same weight. It doesn't necessarily have to be the same brand, but at least the same weight that will be gauged to a number 8. Now, when I share with you the tutorial, I use a number 9 to give me, as a fluffier body, just a little ease. That's all it does. It doesn't make it overhang. It doesn't make it sloppy or just too big. It just gives a little positive ease. So there's that. Here's some. I got plenty of this sparkle type yarn. So see, even if you want to dress it up, you can dress this Jay's Faux Swag sweater. You can dress it up or you can dress it down. If this was done up in, say, a yarn like this over a cute black pantsuit, oh my gosh, wouldn't that be pretty? That would be pretty for the holidays, right, Bird? Then I move on over to yarn that I see everyone buys. And I buy it, but then I kind of put it in the background and forget it, you know. But this Mandala Ombre, I like it above just ordinary yarn that just self-stripes. Usually those yarns have long color stripes. You know, it's a lot of white, lot of blue. You know, they're long. But the ombre makes beautiful stripes, but it kind of, it mixes it, it makes it, the change of color, soft. So that's when I started watching you guys buy it in your yarn hauls, and I thought, I better get me some of that. So this will be wonderful. Mandala Ombre. And this has 344 yards. So you probably can get away with, it depends on your size, but I'd have at least 3. That's just me. I hate starting something and I don't have enough. Or like I said, or if you need to mix it with something else, maybe you only had 2 and you mixed it, you could do that. This is a forgiving project once I break it down and give you my working formula and my schematic. Just real simple. Then I had this. I know I have 3 of these because I bought this at one sale, I don't know, about 3 years ago, or 2 years ago maybe, I don't know. This is the ombre, and look at those colors. Look at how it mixes, and oh, we're going to do this one. I know we're going to do this one. So I will get you started on this one as soon as it comes up. And then, you know, I don't have mind telling people, you know, I'm not ashamed. I love Lion Brand yarn. I've always loved it. Whatever they have, I like Lion Brand yarn. It's quality yarn. It works up well. And this is Heartland. I have this, all this Heartland in so many colors. And when I buy it, I always buy at least 5 to 6 skeins, because I don't ever want to run out when I start making something. But now for this, you don't need that much. Let's see how many yards in here. It's gauged at a number 8. I'm just reading you, telling you what to look for. No, this one's gauged to a number 9, so that's perfect. 8 or 9. But it's not considered a chunky. It's still considered a number 4 weight. Okay? And there are 251 yards. So that's perfect. So I know I need at least 3 of this color to do that. To do my faux swag sweater. A full sweater with sleeves and everything, I'd probably need 4 or 5. See, but we're only doing the back of the sweater with the faux sleeves. So I just wanted to come on and just share with you that you can just look in your stash, see what you have. Let's see if we can make this work for everyone, everywhere, every size. And don't forget, as you are working, once I set the tutorial up, coming up, as you're working, take pictures as you go. Put it on a light background. I just use a big old beach towel, just something nice and soft, so that all your stitches show up. And take several pictures and send them to me so that we can see what you have put together. Oh, and one other thing. Remember I said last year I was going to use up a lot of black, and then I never did get around to it. Black is so, you know, it's taxing on the eyes and things, and you need to be in good light, and, you know, definitely try not to do a lot at night. So this is the perfect project. Something just came to my mind and just said black or any, you know, real dark color. I have some denim blue, I have some, you know, but this is the perfect project for something like this, because you don't even have to put a lace or a cable or any kind of design in the back. It can just be knit straight up, just like a regular sweater. It's a separation when we get to the shoulders and the neck, and then the faux sleeves coming down and end it real pretty with pretty cuffs. I think you're going to enjoy this, and I'm excited to get started. So, coming up next, wait for it. I will get started on the little simple version, the schematic, give you my working formula, and we will knit. So go ahead and have you look through your yarn, have you some yarn ready. A number 8, US number 8, or a number 9 will work just fine. This is Jay thanking you for, just for coming and sitting with me. Let me do a little chit chat. I hope you enjoyed the fall preview, and nothing else but let's get started. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.